not saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Do not do this at home.
That's what. Oh, hey, what's up? Hot mic now. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Hey.
I'm sorry if you're listening to two sets of music at the same time.
Hey, everybody.
I just realized I don't know what tools we're gonna need to put this together, but we shouldn't need to do anything crazy like weld anything.
That's good.
That's good.
Wasn't prepared to do any of that.
Oh, also, apparently Jean-Luc's schedule may change as he takes on a new role at work, so he's going to be, hopefully, able to do more of these with us.
Yeah, I would think if he's doing an engineer position, I don't think he'd be first shift generally.
To show up immediately, shit's going wrong.
No. Well,
Shit's hitting the fan. What is up, everyone? Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Nico. I go by Cointrick Online, and this is Dylan. He goes by TheDylanTay.
what's up, y'all? What's going on?
Today, we're going to try and put together our mash tun, which is sometimes some people will call it a lauder tun, and our Sparge tank, which some people also call a hot liquor tank. So we're going to try and put those things together. I don't know offhanded what tools we're going to need to fix these kits, but the stuff that we're working with is from Northern Brewing. We're not sponsored by them, not yet anyway. Fingers crossed, here's hoping.
Wink, wink.
But we're going to try and put this stuff together, and that's the equipment that we're going to use for all of everything that we're doing in the Uber Beer project until we get new equipment. Hey, it's been a while. What's going on? From Synchro Ambi. Welcome back. How's it going? Well, Dylan and I have been working on brewing beer from scratch, which has been super duper fun. If we have time when we're done putting the Sparge tank and the mash tun together, then we have a bunch of oats that we might grind as well, because that was actually recommended by one of the donors on the GoFundMe. Because oats apparently are incredibly rich in micronutrients, which is one of the things that we're tracking.
Yeah, they are. I eat them every day, actually. Because I'm an old man.
We're also going live right after I recorded a video where I had to make 5 signature cocktails, and 2 of those cocktails were at punch bowls that were meant to serve 5 people each. So we have a lot of stuff to drink. We don't need to drink it all, and we definitely don't need to drink it all tonight. But we have plenty of things to drink. What's up, Nabi? Welcome back, dude. Thank you for tuning in. How you doing? How you been?
But it also would be rude to waste.
That's true. Be alcohol abuse.
Yeah. It really would be.
Did you want to take a shot, or did you want to just stick with these cocktails that I've already made?
Well, let's just get these out of the way first. Well, they're
That's
fresh.
fair.
Take a bit.
Oh, we don't need that in there right now. All of the cocktails had like a gimmick. So one of them had a bubble that blows up over time. Cheers. One had the syringe in it, and then the other one was a soju bomb. So I'm proud of them. They actually all tasted really, really good, which I'm happy about, because I should have recorded that content 3 weeks ago. The reason I didn't is because I wasn't really happy with the drinks I'd made, and I was terrified that someone would actually make them at home. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna have time. I named it that. We're better than that.
My roommate and I have this debate. Do you shake a sex on the beach?
No, you just build it in the glass. You can, but you wouldn't shake the granite. Wait, fuck me.
Oh, hey.
Hey guys, Hannah, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, hey.
I've never made a sex on the beach, but I'm realizing now I had it confused with a tequila sunrise. I never made it because you need, I think, passion fruit for it, and I've never had passion fruit.
What is a sex?
I'm talking out of my ass. I've never made one, so I don't know what goes in one. Let me look it up.
Well, all right. That was funny you were saying that literally while I was asking what goes in it.
Ah, yes. Sex on the beach, which obviously begins with the letter P. I need to be paying more attention when Rosalie's watching Elmo, I guess. Today's letter is D. Can you find the D? Oh no, Miss Rachel. There's a recipe in here for scofflaw and scorpion punch, but nothing for sex on the beach.
Well, what is scofflaw?
We could try and make some.
Alright.
Cranberry? You do not shake one, no. Yeah, I didn't think so either. I thought it was one of those club drinks that you just pour it all up in a glass. Alright, so let's show you guys what we're working with. There are two very big pieces of equipment, and Dylan is not one of them this time.
Not this time.
Yeah. You gotta pay to see that content.
Goddamn right.
Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies and gentlemen.
Z's and Zers.
Oh, come on.
There you go.
Okay. So inside of the first big one
is a smaller one.
Is a second smaller one. So one of these is the mash tun, one of these is the Sparge tank. So the mash tun is actually where most of your grain processing is going to happen. I believe this is the mash tun. No, the other one's the mash tun because it's got 2 ports in it, I believe. The mash tun is also going to have a false bottom so that you can pull the liquid out of the bottom of it without getting all of your sediment and your solids and stuff coming through. It's going to be a little bit challenging with the amaranth and the quinoa and millet, I believe, because they're all like circular small grains. So like the amaranth may actually just fall completely through, but we'll see. We will see. And we'll know exactly which one of these is the Sparge tank and which one is the lauter tun when I bother to read the instructions, because I just got this. Well, we just got it to the bar today. I've had the box that had these for a while. So those are the two big pieces, the main pieces really. And then this box. This has all of these small pieces that we need. Mayo, what is up, man? Welcome back. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in. So, let's do camera 1 for this one. We have a box inside of a box that was inside of a box inside of a box from Amazon. This says Imperial Sparge, which sounds like my porn name.
It's not.
Is it? What have I been Googling this whole time? And in here, it's just some metal bits, bobs, and doodads.
Yep, don't know what that does.
Just some pipes and things. We'll figure out what these are for. The thing is, it all looks like stuff that you would want in your mash tun, because your mash tun is supposed to have a false bottom to it, so it needs a little bit more equipment and stuff. Seagull with Secret Power, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in on Twitch. Oh, I didn't realize I was blocking the mic. Hopefully you could hear me this whole time. We've got more valves. This is the ISOFlow mash tun valve kit, apparently.
Of course it is.
That's yeah, I mean, yeah,
look at it.
Obviously, to the naked eye, to the unassuming.
It's water.
We have instructions, which normally I would throw out because I'm an idiot, but in this case, I'm smart enough to know we're going to need them.
Yeah.
And I did. I've done some research on how to put these together. I know how they're supposed to work, so we're not flying into this entirely blind. There's different kinds of hosing and things that you need. This is the false bottom. This is the mesh filter that goes inside of the mash tun that keeps the grain from pulling out. So the reason that's important, and the way that the Sparge tank and the mash tun interact with one another, is there's a phase in grain extraction called sparging, where you take a little bit of I believe you take some of the hot water from the Sparge tank, or the reason it's called a hot liquor tank sometimes as well is because liquor in this context means that it's water that has specifically been chosen for brewing beer. So you're not just supposed to use tap water or whatever, you're supposed to use a specific kind of water. I don't remember if distilled water has been recommended or absolutely condemned. I have to double check on that. So we have the false bottom, lots more small valves and things, and then a whole box that has a dial thermometer, which I'm imagining goes on the mash tun. Okay, I don't want to take any of these things out now because I don't want to lose any of them. Whew! That's That's a lot. Collect the strike water. Crash course in mashing. Oh, I already... Okay. That's not what I need. Good God.
We just need the building instructions.
Assembly, mash ton, water ton. Okay. Alright, so those are the instructions. This piece of paper is actually an overview of how mash infusion works, I guess. Big ol' size sub for 5 months. What is up? That is Matt, I believe. Welcome back, dude. Thank you for tuning in. How's it going? We're not quite brewing beer just yet, but we're putting things together to make some really interesting stuff from scratch.
We're getting there. Don't y'all worry.
I would love to. I had thought about this. Something we could do for Remotely Funny is that we could record fake spots for advertisers.
That'd be great.
And just be like, instead of holding like, here, chat amongst yourselves, here's a chat screen while I go find an ingredient or whatever. I could be like, and now a word from our sponsors, but it's all fake ads with like Dylan and I acting them out. I think we could probably find some AI ones as well.
I would love to do that, and we should also, I don't know how you feel about this. It'll be pretty fun to rip on some fake sponsors. Maybe.
Power thirst.
Yeah. Like companies that would never, like AT&T. Just rip on AT&T for a 30-second ad. John Oliver does it all the time in his show.
I saw. Yeah, I was watching. I got HBO Max.
Tremendous.
Last night. By the way, Hannah, if you're still watching, I don't know if I mentioned that last night. I might have. I got HBO Max, so we can watch Titans and all that stuff. But I was watching John Oliver's show.
So good.
And there's like a cutaway vignette moment where he goes, well, since this is HBO, I'm going to show you guys, all of the ads that Fox airs at night when it knows who's watching. And it's all ads about, like, Viagra. Can you not last in the bedroom? Can you not get it up? Are you just not feeling it the way you used to when you were younger? And it's like, it's all, oh, and it's guys. Every single commercial begins with, hey, guys. Listen, guys. You guys going through this? You guys know what that feels like? No. I don't.
They'll just say shit like, are you missing that drive you had when you were 45? We know you're 65 now. It seems like they say drive a lot.
Does the hate not get you going any longer? Big Bang is not on it. Oh wait, no. Is it on HBO Max? I thought we looked that up. I think it is.
Wouldn't Big Bang be on like Peacock maybe?
That's what we thought, but we looked it up. Actually, since I'm not live streaming to TikTok this time, I can figure it out on my phone.
Hot dog. I have Peacock just so I can watch The Office. I just finished.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. So that was the other reason. So there was that, and then there's a new season of Young Justice coming out, and there's the Game of Thrones series that's coming out, which even if it's shit, I want to watch it. And so yeah, I committed last night for 1 month, and until next month when we have to renew or not.
You won't regret it. They continually have.
Is Jon Stewart's thing on there as well, or is that a different service?
Apple TV. Dick move, John.
Is there anything else good on Apple TV? I can't think of anything off.
I would subscribe for his show, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like they're following suit with all the other streaming services, and they have like Apple TV originals, like whatever. Dog Walker 9 featuring Bill Murray or some shit like that. Like I don't want to watch
We
that.
may not have Bridgerton, but what we do have is Ridgerton. The same story told the year after Bridgerton, or whatever.
Yeah.
Some weird shit like that. It's all derivative at this point.
Yeah.
Someone on Seagull was asking if I got any hate. No, he was. I think he was quoting one of those ads that John Oliver plays on his show
Such
for
a good
fun.
show. Excellent.
Whoa, new season of Young Justice, dope. Yeah, on the HBO Max thing, it showed me that there were 4 seasons. I know for a fact that I've watched 2. I may have already watched the 3rd season. and just forgotten about it. But apparently there's a 4th season that is either already out or coming out. So I'm excited for that.
What is Young Justice? I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what it is.
It's like Teen Titans, but and it's animated, and they're more people, I guess. It's not just like Robin, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Raven, and Starfire. It's like a whole bunch of heroes. Like Static Shock, I think, is in there as well. Aqualad is in there. They have like maybe a couple hundred, I think, heroes that they reference throughout the whole thing. The Justice League is also involved. It's done in the same animation style, I think, as Bruce Timm's like Batman and Justice League stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit more advanced than that. But yeah, Aqualad is the GOAT. Aqualad is my favorite. Actually, that's not true. Dick Grayson is my favorite, but Aqualad is a close second, followed by Static Shock. So first we're gonna put together the MASH Lauder Ton, which I think is this one, which of course is the one I put down here, and not the one I kept up on the counter. Move this off screen.
Yes, Master.
I'm gonna feel like an idiot if it just says on the front Northern Brewer. It is Northern Brewer, not Northern Brewing. Yes. Okay, so this is the hot liquor tank. Because the mash tun is 12 gallons, the hot liquor tank is... This one is like 12 gallons, it's 11.7 gallons actually, and this one is just 7 gallons, so this is the Sparge tank. The reason for that is because your brew doesn't actually really make contact with this. This is where your brew actually happens. This is where you make your mash. That's why it's called the mash tun. The reason sometimes it's called the lauder ton is because to lauder or lautering, L-A-U-T-E-R, is the process where you separate your malt from your mash, I think. So that's why this is the one that has the false bottom on it.
Not to be confused with loitering, which is when you are inconveniently...
Yeah, no. Unless you're from Long Island, in which case they probably sound very similar.
Or Jersey, or, whatever. Yeah. That part of the world.
Hey, what are you doing with that cooler over there? I'm lautering. You're what?
Lautering.
We need the ISOFlow bulkhead, which was the big, bulky thing that I think not big, really. It was like a little plastic baggie. Yes, I believe so. The ISOFlow hot... No, this is a hot liquor valve. This would be for the hot liquor tank, so we're going to put that up there. It should be labeled. It should say it.
Sorry, what's the name?
ISOFlow bulkhead and valve kit with barb. If there's not another one in there, then it might be the one that you grabbed.
ISOFlow mash tun valve kit.
Man! It sounds so similar. The stainless steel false bottom, that's the thing that looks like a colander. Or a frisbee or whatever. 3.5 foot, 3/8 inch thermoplastic tubing. Yeah, I think it would be this one. I think they're the same length.
Okay, pretty much. Oh, okay.
What does the other one need? The other one uses clear high temperature tubing, so it is this one. Northern Brewer weldless thermometer, that's the box. That was in there. And we need... What? We'll do this for now, so you guys can see a little bit better. 3 worm gear clamps. Is there a bag in there that maybe has more than one of the same part?
Yeah.
That looks right to me. I've never heard them called that before. But hey, chat, are these worm gear clamps? I've always seen these called circle clamps or ring clamps.
No, unless it's something different.
No, and I think that's for the Sparge tank, all of that stuff. Okay. So, I think that's all of the equipment that we need to start putting this guy together. And this is probably have to be open. Come on. There we go. Alright, scoot you over. What's the first thing it says to do?
For the assembly, install the isoflow valve and false bottom bar per the included instructions onto the bottom hole of the cooler. Ensure the gasket remains installed between the cooler walls.
Per the instructions? What instructions, bro? Single piece bulkhead inventory installing.
Did they include instructions?
I thought these were the instructions.
No, there's 2 sheets, weren't there?
Yeah, but the other sheet was just like how to.
Well.
Yeah, but there are no pictures or anything that go with these. I'm sure there's probably a video we could watch. Hold on. Wow, the world's smallest instructions. Wait, what is the install the isoflow valve and false bottom barb? That's the false bottom barb. So I think it's this big bag is the first thing that we're supposed to do. Into the bottom hole. Hey, you know how we do. All about that bottom hole of the cooler. Ensure the gasket remains installed between the cooler walls.
Aren't you also a false bottom? Or a false top, rather?
I'm definitely a top. We learned that. Not that at the same time. No, I was the royal we. I learned that. Whatever.
Hey.
Think what you want, guys.
Yeah.
Use your imaginations.
Yeah. Keep an open mind, that's all I'm saying.
Alright. So I think it's saying that we have to keep this rubber seal intact. Slide an O-ring onto the interior half of the main body, which is this guy. Slide. So it's got 2 O-rings here. So I think it means I think these have already been put together because there are no more O-rings in this kit. It's just these 2, and it's not displayed with them here. It's also not displayed with the second nut. No, it's neither of those things. This is the main body. Slide an O-ring onto the interior half of the main body. The interior half is the side of the main body that sits on the kettle's interior and can be differentiated from the exterior half by the internal O-rings. Sure. Feed the main body of the bulkhead from the outside through the drilled port in the kettle. If the kettle has 2... Y'all, I'm 30. If the kettle has 2 holes, install the bulkhead on the bottom hole. The O-ring should be pressed against the outside of the kettle. Both O-rings? Slide the second O-ring from the inside onto the main body of the bulkhead until it is pressed against the inside of the kettle. So I think it means, like, that, and then thread the nut
Thread the nut from the inside onto the bulkhead, hand tighten to secure. Apply a few wraps of Teflon tape to the external threads of the bulkhead before installing a 1/2 NPT ball valve. That's Teflon tape right there.
Oh.
And this is the false bottom barb, which I think just goes in that thing. Now, apply some Teflon tape. Ironically and unfortunately, Jean-Luc would be much better at this.
Yeah, he would.
Well, this is all the Teflon we have left now.
Oh God, hi.
Hi.
I really need help.
With what?
Just to put one page on top of the other to say that something.
Sure. Can you man the battle stations for a few minutes?
I'll do what I can.
All right.
Just 1 minute. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Well, our primary host has been primarily incapacitated, but he will be back shortly. He's helping his mother with something. What's up? Feed the main body of the bulkhead from the outside through the outside, segment from the ends in the main body. Thread the nut from the inside into the bulkhead, hand tighten to secure. Stuff like this is not good for somebody who's not that great at building things. Oops. That's why it's best for two people to do this, but it's all right. We'll manage. I'll manage. Well, we got the Teflon tape on. We're just gonna wait till Nico comes back. Just call me Rising Bob. Hi. What's up? Nico's here. Don't worry. You don't have to just listen and look at me the rest of the evening. He had to step off camera for a brief moment, but he will be returning. We are putting this bad boy together so we can start brewing beer. Our experimental beer. So that's what kind of the primary focus of tonight's stream will be. I have reached an impasse in getting to build this, so we're just gonna wait till Nico comes back because we're at a good stopping point, is what I'm saying. How do you brew beer? Oh Jesus. Well, very basically, all beer is all beer is fermented grains, essentially. Yeah, you put stuff in a pot with yeast and you let it do what it does. And then you add different, it depends on what kind of beer you're trying to make, what grains you're working with. Like if you are making an IPAs you're going to use, depending on how crazy you want to get, or how out there you want to get with IPAs, which if anybody that's watching is a beer drinker is into IPAs, you know how out there they can get anyways. You would add, different flavorings to, elicit that kind of flavor you're trying to go for. Like if you're trying to brew or make a juicy IPA after you brew your grains with the yeast, you're going to add in your flavorings or your flavorings basically to elicit what kind of notes you want to get for the end product. So different grains would make the beer taste different. That's part of it. Yeah. It's more to it than that, but yeah. If you use different grains, the taste will be slightly different. It might not be all that different to the untrained eye or tongue, I guess we should say. But yeah, they definitely do play a part in how the beer comes out, how the product comes out. So what we are doing is we are using what we will be doing, and this has been talked about for a good while now, so I'm not speaking out of school here, but we are brewing a beer with super grains. So super grains are grains that have a lot of nutritious value, basically. And the point behind brewing this beer with these super grains is to create a beer that has more nutritional content and will actually contribute to your health rather than just drinking liquid beer, as many people refer to as regular beer. So I held it down. I did it.
I knew you could do it.
I did not make a single bit of progress on this,
Oh, that's okay.
but I was just talking.
Let me see. Where was the... Oh. Installing accessories. We need the false bottom barb, not the dip tube. So this guy.
Oh.
And it says insert the smooth end of the barb into the bulkhead on the inside of the kettle. Push it until both O-rings are engaged. I don't know why all this stuff sounds dirty to me.
Sounds dirty and probably way more complicated than it actually is.
Press the smooth side. What? Am I just like too weak? Nope. Nope, it finally went in.
That's what she said.
How do I know if both O-rings are engaged? Well, it's not. It can't go any further than that.
I'm gonna say they're engaged.
That's fair. What is... Ensure the gasket remains at. Assemble the false bottom with the included hardware. Dome side up. False bottom. What included hardware? Does it just... Yeah, that doesn't... It just sits at the bottom if you do that. Barson916, welcome. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Dave, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, guys. How's it going? Gucci Gang, welcome back. Did somebody gift subs? Is that what happened right now? Just call me Rising Beb. Hello, how's it going? I just want to say I like your TikToks. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a good day now. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, sticking around, showing up. I do appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
It just says assemble the false bottom with the included hardware. There's no included hardware though.
I'm just gonna bring everything else over here.
Yeah, just keep it behind us.
Yeah.
I think it would be something like this for the false bottom. I'm staggered that there's not like actual real printed instructions.
Messing up, Northern Brewer.
But I believe it's this thing, even though it unscrews apparently. You know what? I may be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Like that looks, it's the right size.
That looks like it's supposed to do that.
Yeah, see here it says connect the barbed elbow fitting on the false bottom, which is what I've just done, to the barbed fitting
On the bulkhead using several inches of the thermoplastic tubing.
secure each end of the tubing
To the barbs,
using worm gear clamps. So that is what those are. But then why would you... Then where does this go in here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It just says assemble it with the included hardware dome side up, which I guess is this, and then insert the false bottom barb up into the cooler. What? Why would... And then connect the barbed elbow fitting on the false bottom to the barbed fitting on the bulkhead. So that it pulls from... Okay, so this is what would happen then if you did that. Basically, they're asking you to connect this, which is on top of the mesh, to the outlet here on the inside. And I guess what happens if you do that is that all of the stuff piles up here, and then it actually has to pull from down here to come out on the top. That seems like a very convoluted system.
A little.
But also, I don't know if this is... Because it said assemble it dome side up, but then it says to put it in with this on top. So hopefully I've assembled it correctly. I feel like I haven't. Domed side up. Insert the false bottom. Barb up. So this feels like this just makes more sense in my head to put it in there this way. Yeah, because then there's no way that anything can come from the sides underneath.
Right. Yeah.
Now we need some of this. Yeah. I have no idea how much we're going to need, but I kind of wish that we had done that before we put the barbed valve down there.
Well, it's alright, you live and you learn.
There we go. Alright, now take our worm gear clamps. This is the first piece of equipment we don't have. We don't have a screwdriver. Because these clamps need to be on there before we fix. Before we put everything else on. Now, inside of here. One of these.
Nice and deep black.
And then now I actually do kind of need a flathead screwdriver, which actually I think I know exactly where I might have. Dylan, if you want to go over there where we have the fancy glasses, in that drawer on the right side, there may be a flathead screwdriver. There might also not be one, which would be tragic. I really don't want to use a sharp knife. That'll work. If I can get any of these little doodads to come out. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. There we go. Alright, I think that's secure. This thing's not going to be under very much pressure. And now for the hard part, I need to get the tube
Gonna feed it through
on
the top
the
opening.
other fitting. The top opening is for the thermometer. Camera 3. There we go. Now we can see everybody again. Okay. Just need this to be opened up just a little bit so I can.
Doing a good job, buddy.
Hey Dylan,
Yeah.
if you love me, you will pour me shots.
I should have been did that. Actually make myself useful. Help not dirty, please. Not clean.
I think you and I are probably the last two to have drank out of them.
Cool. What would you like? Or do I get creative? Absinthe.
Ah, it's up to you.
I was actually looking at the absinthe.
Yeah, let's do absinthe. Casually. Do not do as we do. That's not a recommendation. You shouldn't do that at home. Don't just rip shots of absinthe.
We are also seasoned drinkers, and we're in our 30s now. So, for what that's worth.
My second TikTok account, the one where I'm reading scripts, the very first thing it says when you get to my account is it just says, I'm 30, y'all. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if I can.
Let's take a shot break. You're working very hard.
Cheers! Makes my mouth water.
God damn. Woo! Oh, yeah, right? Jesus. It's good stuff. Yummy. Jesus. The inside of my body is sweating.
Oh, now we get to do the thermometer. Look at it. Isn't it so pretty? It's our thermometer. Camera 1. Bam. What he said. It says it wants me to do what? Pass the weldless thermometer through the top hole and thread
That might be the easiest part of
On-
this whole thing.
the thermo well until tight. Is that what this is? It must be.
I guess there's a... Does this have instructions? Okay. And there's another separate ring. Good God. Okay, so yes. This is the thermo well. Slide the washer over the dial thermometer. Insert the thermometer through the kettle. Okay. So that means the washer needs to be on this side. That seems weird. Nope, that's what the diagram says right there.
Well, if anybody is fact checking at home.
So, washer on there, and then the thermometer in here. And then thread easy clean thermowell on the thermometer and hand tighten until snug. Check for leaks. Yeah, we may have to fill this with water when we're done just to make sure. Here we go. I hope I'm spinning it the right way. There it is. Yeah, we may need to like take this to the shop sink and just fill it with just regular water. Olives on pizza. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. I promise we have other cameras and we will cut to them here in just a minute. Okay. There, doesn't that look more like...
We have a thing now.
Yeah. This looks like an actual piece of equipment. Though,
Uh-oh. Oh, jeepers.
I'm an idiot. Hold on.
Well, that's alright.
Okay. New plan. This is the washer. That makes sense. And then I think this actually goes here. I think that's why it's not included in the parts list. Yeah, see how it's dark right in there?
Yeah.
So then this confounded thing goes like that, and then this one
It will be watertight.
there we go.
Getting there nice and tight like.
Nice and deep like. We snow. Slide the remaining length of thermoplastic tubing onto the barb of the output. There's no barb on the output valve. What do you mean? This should be the output valve.
Well, what's this?
A barb. But I'm wondering if this may be for the lauder ton. That was just for the dial thermometer, so we don't need any of that stuff. This, though, was in the kit for this piece. So I think... Oh, wait. Did I not? False bottom, barb up, onto the cooler. Connect the barb to elbow fitting, false bottom, barb fitting. Bulkhead several inches, blah, 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 blah. Pass the weldless thermometer through. Slide the remaining length of thermoplastic tubing onto the barb of the output valve. There's no barb on the output valve, though. Well, I mean, this must go here. So I think this barb then.
Uh-oh. What's that face mean?
Nothing, I'm just disappointed in myself that I just used a knife and couldn't cut this thing open.
Oh.
That's some hard plastic. There we go. I think you're right. I think this does go in here.
That looks real. It looks like a thing.
Now, let me see this one.
Shadow Knight. Is that how you say that? Shadow Knight XD. Welcome.
Welcome, thank you for tuning in on Twitch. I appreciate it. How's it going?
Is it Shadow Knight or Shadown Knight XD? I'm gonna say Shadow Knight.
Shutdown.
Shadown Knight.
Oh, have you seen Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
I thought it was great. I mean, it's not...
I loved it, and I watched it last night.
For the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I'm not ready to call it the best Marvel movie ever like everyone online has, but it's a top 5 Marvel.
Okay. We finished this one. You know, in theory, hopefully we did it right. We'll see if it leaks later, but we're not going to do that on stream.
It's caught in there. We gotta start over.
Now we just need to move that off screen now. Those are instructions on mash infusion and grain extraction, and this is the hot liquor valve kit with barb. But now that we've done this once, I think I know how this one is going to work.
It is Shadow Knight. Not Shadown Knight.
Install the ISOFlow bulkhead ball valve and barb. According to the included instructions, ensure that the gasket remains installed between the cooler walls. Okay. More silicone. There's another one of these awesome things that has the washers and things already on it. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this is probably supposed to go here. Take one of these seals, make sure that they're on either side, which is probably something I should have done for the other piece. And then affix the clear high temp tubing to the barb with a worm gear clamp. Note, it may be necessary to heat the tubing with hot water to slide it over the barb. Yeah, man, sometimes you gotta get it wet before you slide it.
Shadown Knight XD asks, hey, I have a question, Coin Trick. Have you ever played any of the Arkham Batman games?
I have. I've played a lot of them. I don't remember exactly what the names were. I enjoyed all of them. But I haven't played one in like over half a decade, so more than 5 years.
I mean, goddamn, how many are there? I mean, not that I would know anything about anything.
I think there's a decent number of them. There's Arkham Knight, there's at least 3.
Oh.
I should say.
I wouldn't call that a robust franchise, TBH.
You know what I should have done? I should have just put the silicone on this thing before I started doing this. There we go. Yeah. That's the stuff. Don't question my process.
Getting there nice and Teflon-like.
We snow.
We snow.
How the... What? There we go. Okay. Now, slide that in. Now, another one of these, which I'm gonna, there we go. Yeah. That's the stuff. And this time I'm actually gonna be doubly sure.
So you're close. There are 4 Arkham games.
Aha! I knew it. I knew there were more than just a few. But I mean, it's not as prolific as, say, like Zelda.
The greatest ever.
Sometimes I only mention Zelda and Link so that Dylan reacts like that.
Big Zelda fanboy here.
What is this for?
That obviously is a some.
It looks like the dip tube goes.
It looks like a piece of looks like a piece of metal elbow macaroni. I'm only here to say helpful things.
I'm not even sure if there's. I mean,
Were you reading? Or were you looking at?
I was looking at this because it came with the extra tube, and I think the instructions are identical. Yeah, they are, but it looks like the tube's supposed to be facing down, but if it is, there's not really anything there.
There's Arkham Origins, which is a prequel, then Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, then Arkham Knight, and I listed them in timeline order. Thank you. So now we know.
Where? Clear tubing. What was the whole Sparge thing? Tank thing. The Imperial whatever the shit. That thing. What is that for then?
I guarantee your guess is much better than mine. I don't know, dog. I don't know, bro.
Setting this up. Hey, did you know John Luke competed in the Spartan race?
No, I didn't. When was that? This weekend, I assume? Past weekend?
Yeah, it was Friday.
Is he destroyed?
He seems fine now, but he did really well during.
Is it like a ranking thing? Like you come in first, second, third, or is it just kind of everybody finishes when they finish?
There can be, but really the point isn't necessarily always to be competitive. The point for a lot of people is to
Just to do it.
finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Luke definitely did finish his whole thing. There we go. Okay. What is this for?
Well, that is something.
There's also this Imperial Sparge, adjustable stainless steel Sparge arm. I don't know what that means. But all of this looks very important.
Yeah, it's like the nicest looking parts of the equipment.
I knew it. It's a helicopter. So much of this stuff there's no instructions really for any of this. But this looks like something that would go on top. Maybe I think this would make sense if it went on top of the mash tun. Yeah, I think when you take that off, it'll straddle the top, and that way, because the Sparge tank basically used to wash. Basically wash resistant. Alright, well, I think I might have to, like, look up specifically what this is. But I'm excited to figure it out. Till then. We now officially, somewhat, have our mash tun and Sparge tank. And what that means, since it's only just past 8, is that you guys have unlocked the bonus content, which is where we mill a new grain that wasn't originally part of the study, but it was very highly recommended by someone who's very adamant, well-informed, someone who went out, did the research on their own, and helped to inform me. We're going to be grinding some oats, because we're going to be making an oat beer as part of this experiment now as well, in addition to the rest of the beers that we're making. So the first thing we need to do is mill those oats. You're a lot more mobile now than you were before.
Yeah, it's drastic improvements. Best just week really.
Okay. So we're gonna try and Jesus, this is the most that we did before was, I think, 5 pounds for the millet, or 7.5 pounds for the millet. This is 14 pounds, and if we cut to camera 2 really quick, you'll probably notice. These are very big individual grains themselves. I think these are actually, technically, I think they're seeds. So yeah, what's the best thing that could happen?
Actually, you might want to do that with scissors.
I can do it. There we go. But you were right. We definitely should have done it with scissors. Here's the thumbnail. Are you ready? We're gonna, camera 1. We're gonna try and get both of us in here. Are you ready? Let's make some weird faces, Dylan. That's half the bag, and the hopper is pretty much full. So now, this is the super duper fun part. You have to hold the hopper still.
I'll do that. Yeah, you crank.
Make sure these are tightened and that the settings are correct. Yes, okay. There's so much of this that I might just get a power drill and chuck it to the end of this.
Just 2 bros doing what 2 bros normally do, just drilling.
Just cranking.
Just cranking some oats.
Just one guy holds it while the other guy cranks it.
And we're not talking about that soldier boy.
I need to tighten that. Y'all ever just been cranking it with your boy and the crank just slips loose? There we go. What does it look like down there? Because it definitely feels... Yeah, okay. Where this is just here to break the hulls of all of these, and it seems like it's working. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna find a big old power drill.
Seems like a much better idea. Ew. Not as easy as it seems. Who needs power tools when you can get an arm workout like this? Whew. This is a lot harder than it looks, I ain't gonna lie. I made very decent progress.
Fear not. Found a power drill.
I could have just not did that and just waited.
You definitely made more progress than I did.
It's deceivingly, I wouldn't say difficult, but it's much more of a workout than you would think.
I'm about to just go wake up John Lake and be like, dude, I know you have a corded power drill. Let me borrow that. Yeah, that's working.
Yeah.
Spinning the wrong way.
Yeah. Now crank the rest of the bitch out, but it's not coming out. I'll crank the rest of this bitch if I got to. Don't mind. Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
What are you guys like doing or making? We're milling oats for an experiment. We are trying to make beer out of alternative grains, things that aren't wheat or barley or things that you normally think of making beer with. And specifically, we're doing it to test whether you can make a beer that has any supplemental nutrition to it besides just, carbs and zinc, iron, potassium, magnesium, which you normally have in your beer anyway, as well as other additional health benefits.
I have an idea. How about I take over cranking and you pour the shot this time? Don't you never ask.
Not doing a shot of absinthe.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, that's that. Are we doing the whole bag?
Yes.
Okay.
Might as well.
did it.
Alright, cheers.
What are we drinking?
Mine was tequila. Yours was strawberry soju.
Oh. When I was putting it up to my lips, I could smell the fruitiness and sweetness. This one's gonna take significantly longer.
Do you want me to try and like hold the thing down?
That would help, yeah.
Can you still go? I think in the future I would just have like a whole setup for this. It would be bolted into something like a heavy table or something.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Use our power drill to make sure it's nice and tight. Yeah, drill that in there.
Getting there nice and deep, like. Did they even do anything?
I don't think so.
Come on now.
Could also try and use that, but it's a little bit harder actually. I mean, it's not coming off, so it's just that it's slipping around.
Is anything actually? Did it do anything?
No, the thing's not spinning. I think we might have to just undo this just a little bit. Try and screw it in there. See how that's like all chipped and scuffed?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure it's flat against the chuck. So like that.
What am I not doing?
Why? I don't know. Could just be that the drill is also weak, so it can't screw much more than that. This will also hopefully give us a little bit more. It's still just slipping through, so I might need to just wake John Luke up and be like, "Hey bro, can we borrow a drill?" Because I don't know where he keeps them. Unless you want to go wake him up.
Sure don't.
This might be a little bit easier to use.
Yeah, honestly, just like a proper screwdriver.
I don't know if you want to try and tighten that more than I have. Will it spin? But, I mean, will this crank? It's cranking again.
Alright.
Alright. Now we're making progress.
You know, just two bros doing what they do. Just,
Brains and gains, bro.
brains and- This is quite the shoulder and arm workout.
Are you left-handed?
No,
Okay.
can't feel like my left hand's practically useless. So one.
Yeah, I'm just checking the oats to see if the holes are breaking, since that's really what we're aiming for here.
That didn't sound good.
We're gonna come back to do this later with a power drill for something else, and it's gonna just go whoosh, just straight through.
Yep. It's gonna take 10 seconds.
But next time, I will remember to just have a power drill here at the bar. Do you want me to try spinning and you try holding?
My shoulder just short because that's exactly what I did. The big shoulders for me. That was like a joke like in here. Just a little sore.
ground for a single thing.
I wonder if I can do it with my right arm standing this way.
Or we could turn the thing around. You and I could change spots. What are we doing? Wait. I feel like it's gonna make a lot more sense for you to go over and then pull like you're rowing.
That does make a lot more sense.
Okay, let's try that.
I've never claimed to be this one.
That looks so much easier for you.
It is. Oh yeah.
Get it!
Cranking this bitch out.
Get in there, nice and deep like.
Oh, easy.
What are you hitting? Oh, hold on. Let's. There.
Yep.
Yeah, now it's coming.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Alright, yeah, we're almost done. How long do you think you could do this consecutively without having to take a break?
Less than you have already in one sit. What do you mean? The last time I did this, I had to stop every like 30 seconds.
Yeah. This is, I'm trying to act tougher than I actually am.
You're almost there, buddy. There's the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. You got to feel it in the arms and the shoulders.
Oh, there we go. We finally might have broken the chuck again on this thing.
Well, you know what?
We've almost gotten all the way through. That can't be tightened though. I don't understand how this happened. What? I was just thinking, yeah, the chuck hasn't broken again.
You done jinxed it.
This thing is so weak. Here we go.
Is that... Wow.
Survive! Adapt! Overcome!
Thank God we're almost done. Almost there, we're getting there.
Okay. Somebody clip this. This is.
Yeah. A few more cranks. Keep going. And... scene.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Like a charm.
We did it, y'all. God bless.
Well.
I like the way it smells.
Oh, it smells much more pleasant. Like everything else just smells like pet food. All of the other grains. Let's do another side by side like we did for the last live stream we did. So that's what the oats look like. Go to camera 2. And for comparison's sake,
I labored over these for all of you.
that is the amaranth. We can probably pull these a little bit further back so that they're more in focus. So the oats, the amaranth, I believe this is the millet, quinoa. I think this is the bulgur, and this is the farro. So,
Now we're up to 6 grains that we're testing, so we're going to be making a grand total of 7 different kinds of beer.
Ooh.
And we have everything that we need. I'm excited because at least, like, if you look at the oats compared to all of the other grains, they do seem like they've milled the same way that you would expect, like, barley and wheat to mill.
Yeah.
So they will probably actually yield beer, whereas, like, the amaranth probably will not. Is there any dust or anything in this one? Yeah, a little bit. Like, kind of, here.
Yeah.
We're already on camera 3. Now I've got the hiccups.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get sick pythons.
That was a workout.
Grinding grains, brah. Did you just eat some oats?
No, some of the amaranth.
Which one's that one? This one?
This one, the really, really fine one, is the amaranth.
God, my fingers are so fat. I can't.
The oats are actually soft compared to everything else. It's like chewing soft rocks.
Mmm, gravel.
Gains!
Mmm, aquarium gravel.
Oh, that reminds me. The rest of that punch, I need to salvage it in this thing.
Very good. Cut me close. Beautiful.
It's the perfect size. I love those bottles.
They're pretty cool.
Oh, let me put my basil away.
The basil.
You know, I thought for a long time that Basil would have been a really cool name for a kid. And then I was like, well, I feel like he would just grow up and everyone would call him Basil.
Probably so. Basil is also a character in Austin Powers. He's the Basil is the he's the equivalent of like M in James Bond.
Oh.
You seen Austin Powers?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about. You think you don't, but you do.
I feel like I know who you're talking about. Brain. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna do.
What's going on here?
I'm making one of the signature shot drinks that I made for my video.
King Cat 123 says, "Yo Nico, how's it going?"
King Cat, welcome back. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in. How you doing? How you been?
What's your name? What's your sign?
It's supposed to make that sound. Doesn't your chocolate hiss at you when you open it?
Ooh, daddy.
I don't know why. I thought you were gonna go, ooh, child.
No, that's too predictable. Ooh, daddy.
Ah, come on. There we are.
Come on, dog. Does that have to be refrigerated? Is chocolate in it?
Mm-hmm. It was. I'd only pulled it out to do the video that I did earlier.
No.
This should be a low ABV shot, but let's take all this stuff out of the way. This is the fun part. I don't know if this will work, but we're gonna try.
carboxymethyl cellulose.
What in the hell is that?
It's something that has a higher surface tension and different density from alcohol, so they don't naturally commingle. But if you do it just right.
Ooh.
Why can't I get it to work on the second one?
It's so pretty. Beautiful.
Now here's something I wanted to test. What happens when the balls touch?
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa! There you go. And this is
That's cool.
the pulse bomb shot that I made. You guys can't see it. It's very smoky here.
So it is a shot, obviously, but is it something you sip or you just slam it like a normal shot?
You can slam it. It's mostly chocolate.
Just want to try it first. Oh, so good.
Yeah. It's like adult yoo-hoo. That's actually... It tastes exactly the way I remember yoo-hoo. That like...
Yeah, kind of.
chalky kind of chocolate.
Yoo-hoo's not nearly. This is actually like pretty significantly richer because the Godiva, probably Godiva.
Wow. Seal the oats and label them. There we go.
Beautiful.
Well,
We did it, guys. A successful evening of work, actual work.
what's the stuff in the red bottle? This guy? This is a punch mocktail that I made for a YouTube video. There's basil, blackberries, blueberries, raspberry, ginger beer,
And love.
lemon, and lime in here.
And love.
And love. Mostly love.
That's what makes it taste good.
Remember to shake just like your loved ones. But with that, guys, that is everything that we have time for today. Dylan and I are going to try and record some stuff here after the live stream, so we need a little bit of extra time. So we're going to cut this a little bit short. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, sticking around, showing up. Thanks for all of your help and support. Hopefully we have been helpful and supportive as well. That's why we do everything that we do here. We'll cut to camera one. Dylan, get in here.
Hi.
Our next live stream won't be... Well, we won't be back behind the bar until next week. And that will probably be...
Monday or Tuesday, most likely.
I think Tuesday.
That's fine.
We'll see. Monday or Tuesday next week, 7 p.m. EST, we'll be live back here behind the bar with another Uber Beer update. We just put all that stuff together, so what you might see next week is it may be the actual grain extraction itself. So if we're only going to be able to do about one of those at a time, because we have to do it separately for each grain, and I have to sanitize everything between every session. So it's about a 3 to 4 hour process each time. So we're only going to do one grain at a time. But if there's one grain that you want to see us do first, let us know. Again, we have 6 different grains that we're working with besides our control group, that stuff's going to be very easy for us to do. We have amaranth, bulgur, millet, farro, oats, and quinoa. I always forget that one. But those are the ones that we're testing so far. Let us know which ones you want us to do first. And hopefully we see you guys in the next live stream. Until then, be good, be kind, be helpful, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.
Peace.